Hi there, hope you're doing well. Just thinking about uh, how anxious we can get and how we expect things to happen so quickly, even compared to 100 years ago. we're, we're so demanding an instant fix, and even from looking at a lot of my fundamental Christian background is everything is so easy because in the twinkling of an eye, everything will be fixed, everything will be changed, everything will be done. All you have to do is have your have your hell insurance, say a little prayer, and then sit back and wait till that glorious day in a twinkling of an eye, and everything is different, and you're sitting in heaven in total bliss. And so anyway, I just kind of chuckling how we just want this, and we always want the easy way, and we always underestimate that how magnificent God is, in the fact that look over time, look over history, or experiences, and that how everything is cyclical, everything takes time, everything evolves, everything has a season, everything there's a time for everything, and of course there might be a time when things might be divinely orchestrated in a way that we've never experienced before. But I like to look at the big picture and then kind of peel things back a little bit. So the big picture is, wow, we're in another dimension where we've kind of let go of some of the density that we've been so used to, and everything will be new. There'll be like different ways of thinking, ways of communicating, ways of doing finances, ways of healing, ways of business, ways of the commerce, ways of exchanging energy for money, and ways of helping each other, supporting each other, ways of looking after ourselves, ways of fellowshipping, ways of creativity. There's countless paradigm shifts that are going to happen. And sometimes I think there's a notion that, oh, in a twinkling of an eye, it'll all happen. And I'm thinking, well, no, I think there's a process to this as well. So I just want to, I'm encouraged to try and always think outside the box and think, well, let's say the paradigm shift happens between now and 10 years. When you think of all the changes necessary, all the changes in every country around the world, all the financial, all the emotional, all the things, all the poverty, to have a different paradigm, a different way of thinking, a different way of conducting, a different way of relating to the universe, different way of relating to energy, different way of looking at all these modalities and beautiful things. 10 years, such a big change. It's going to it needs to start happening, but let's exercise a few muscles, perhaps. That, well, what can I do today that might be a little different than what I'm used to? What can I do today, or how can I think today that might help project me into freeing up my mind and opening my heart in order to help the transition along? Or you can look at what if there's there's a process. Everyone's on this journey. There's no like finish line, in the sense that it's a race. It's everyone's on the journey, and the soul has its contracts and has its understanding, has its things to play out and things to learn, and you can't decide that for anyone else. We're just on our own journey. But with every evolution, I mean, I can look back over 50 years and look at all these phenomenal authors and teachers and lecturers and people with a heart that are so advanced. I look at old channelings of people that have been so faithful for so many years, and just pressing in, and they're like paving the way. There's things I've read that mind-boggling, so advanced but so on point to what's happening in the here and now. And so there's always someone that's leading the pack. There's always someone that's a bit of ahead of the curve. There's always, way showers, starseeds, whatever you want to call it. There's always people that are in the right mindset or the right spirit set in order to start taking a few leaps in faith. So I'm just looking at well, what can I do? I have to, some of these amazing authors and how they study the mind and behaviors and so on. They're just everything witnesses with your spirit so much, because what they're saying is so true and on point. And so just to be more conscious about the habits. Hey, it's okay. Come here. It's happy. You can say hi. Yeah, come here. Yeah, I know. I'll be with you in a minute. All right. So you're looking at these ways of recognizing that 98% of what we do every day is just pattern. It's habitual. It's everything. Everything is just automatic. We hardly even are in control, in essence, of what we're doing consciously. So if we want to embrace something that is new, maybe we should start changing the synapses in our brains to start doing things maybe even a little bit different. What if perhaps you got up in the morning and you went and grabbed your pair of pants, and what if you put the other leg in first? Just consciously do it differently. Or change the rhythm. Reach for that coffee cup with your other hand. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there, but I'm saying there's so many things that we do without even thinking, without engaging, that if we shift that, we can be aware that, wow, I am programmed. This is my rhythm. I got to change these things up a little bit. I can relate because I broke my wrist a while back, and it was like, wow, I was more or less in humor by how silly I had to do things, and things that were so difficult with my opposite hand. And I found it amusing, a little bit stressful at times, but more or less amusing. But it helped reinforce the fact that we get so complacent with the way things are. So projecting ahead how things are going to be, let's not be complacent right now, because right now we got to stir things up enough to really want to move in an energy that is receptive to doing things a little bit different. If the Spirit asks you and gives you a nudge to take a leap of faith and to do something you've never done, are you going to do it? Or have you been exercising over the last few months about doing things out of the box, or little steps of faith, little steps of things that you wouldn't normally do, or things that maybe felt a little bit awkward? You're kind of rewiring your brain and your heart in order to receive maybe some new information, or to challenge your brain, your psyche, to go, well, I don't have to be a people pleaser today. I don't have to say yes to this to this engagement. I don't have to set a schedule for next week. I don't have to set my alarm clock in the morning. Like there's so many things that we can maybe pull back a little bit and change, because deep down within each of us, there's that knowing that this is just a part of the journey, is what we're at now. That there's always a focal point. There's always something that's kind of built in, wired in. It's like a caterpillar. When it's in an egg, it just kind of starts growing and stuff. Even in that essence of that caterpillar, it knows deep inside, I had the makings and the workings and the blueprint to become a beautiful butterfly. And it lives its life and experiences such a earthy, grounded, everything is so dense. Imagine having so many legs with such adhesion, going through life just so methodically and thoroughly and just so slowly. But knowing way in the back, it's like, wow, I got a spirit inside of me that's going to become a beautiful butterfly, and I'm going to be able to leap off a branch or a flower and be able to know what that freedom is like, to be so above where I used to be. And what's interesting about the journey, about the caterpillar, it knows that it needs to take in all the nutrients. It knows it has to gorge itself and feed and satiate itself, this unending urge to consume, because it has a big job ahead. So we should be in the same kind of energy. We need to be consuming the things of the Spirit. We need to be consuming things that delight our soul. We need to be consuming things that excite us, things that we have passion for, that maybe not maybe passion for the life of a caterpillar, but maybe we can project and say, wow, I wonder what the passion of a butterfly would be. And maybe kind of imagine, explore some of that kind of stuff to kind of raise your hopes a little bit higher. Find out maybe different things that you can learn to be passionate about, or things that really make sense. And so just tapping into that, a caterpillar knows a journey, and it knows at some point the enzymes within itself, it consumes the entirety of all what that caterpillar was. It is completely gone. It is like dead and buried. And then what? It resurrects as a beautiful butterfly. All the stages, all the wings, everything is there. All the makings of the transition has always been in the essence of the blueprint of that caterpillar. So if we think along the same line and get a yearning for who we are, we're on the other side. We're that butterfly that can be carefree and frivolous and take care of things and bring great beauty and light into life. Just a whole different experience. And we're there. We're taking our bodies with us, and that's never happened before. So this is a really exciting ride. So I think I'll leave it at that. Just wanted to share some of these with you. Just challenge you. Just maybe do a few things different, and it might surprise you. It might put a smile on your face. But just welcome different things to flood your mind and your heart in anticipating for what's around the corner. All right, bless you. Bye.